We know this to be true. Springtime brings a long list of chores, starting with lawn and garden care. Before you get started, though, make sure your equipment is ready to go for the season. Andy Amrine of EV True Value Hardware is here with a checklist of what we need to do. Good morning.
Good morning. It's beautiful outside. It's been so nice. It's nice to get out there and work.
I was going to say, you always come with a reminder of, hey, you got chores to do.
That's it.
So you brought with you a strong smell of gas and some old lawnmower blades. Yeah.
A lawnmower is probably the most heavily used piece of equipment you're going to have during the summertime.
Right.
And now people have probably cut their grass once or twice, but there's some real care that needs to go into whether it's the lawnmower, the trimmer, the blowers, the chainsaws, or even just your hand tools and so forth, to keep them actually operating proper. So I started by bringing with you what a lot of people forget about, what makes a lawnmower work. Yes, it's the engine, but it's also the blade. And if you can or can't see, you got quite a bit of the blade that is actually missing on this from hitting stumps and pipes and roots and so forth. And what I hate to see is people having lawnmower blades that, I mean, this is supposed to be cutting grass. Yeah. This isn't cutting anything on it.
Not even your finger.
Not even my fingers, so forth with it. So even if you have an old blade, that's fine. You could put edges on those blades so it cuts the grass. And one of the worst things you could do to grass is have a dull blade, because a dull blade is going to beat and shred grass instead of cutting it. So having a sharp edge to a mower blade is very, very critical to the care and upkeep and so forth of your grass itself. Yeah. So you never want to let your blade go dull.
Is this something you could do at home to sharpen? How do you go about sharpening?
You can. There is a tool that you can attach right to your drill, and as you use that, it just guides it right over the blade and puts an edge on it.
Not like this, obviously, but on your power tool.
Just a little bit faster than that. You could. I'll come back tomorrow, and you may have that done on it. But there's one thing with the blade: as you're sharpening it, it has to be balanced. Because if you have one edge that's sharpened a lot more than the other edge, then the blade will be out of balance, and then it'll hurt the shaft of the lawnmower that the blade's mounted to. But they actually make a device that you put the blade on, and it'll tell you whether it's balanced or not balanced. And for a $3 part, it's pretty simple to do. So,
absolutely.
It's a good thing to have your lawnmower blade sharpened, or if you need to replace it with a good blade on it.
And how much does a new blade cost?
$10 to $20, depending on the brand, the size, the model, and so forth on it.
It's well
worth it.
I'm so glad that you came in, because I feel like I would be one of those people that would just say, "That's okay, I'll just buy a new lawnmower."
Just buy a whole new lawnmower? No, that you don't.
I'll just buy an $80 lawnmower. I'll just buy the cheapest one.
The other thing is an air filter.
Okay,
lawnmowers have air filters. What do you think is the old one? What do you think is the good one? Come on.
This is the old one.
Oh, you're so good. Okay, but think of it. This is what if an air filter is supposed to look like, and this is an air filter that's 1 year old.
Wow,
and your lawnmower cannot breathe, just like if you tried to breathe through this. I mean, I know I'd start sneezing all over the place and hacking and coughing, and your lawnmower's going to do the same. So when you're checking that blade, make sure you check the air filter. Critical to the use of a lawnmower, whether it's a round one, whether it's flat ones. I mean, there's all different types of lawnmower filters, and just make sure they're done. And then there's parts like, this is a gas cap. Actually, a lawnmower won't run without the gas cap. A gas cap will prevent it from what they call vapor locking. So a lot of people try and they lose it, they cut it up, and they think they're just going to forget about it. You have to have gas caps on lawnmowers.
And you guys sell these at EV?
Absolutely. And spark plugs. You got to have proper spark plugs for it. This is a tool sharpener that you can sharpen. You actually could do a lawnmower blade with it, but that's more for the pruners and so forth.
So let's get to some of your products down here.
Some of the other items itself is the biggest issue with lawnmowers is gasoline. Gasoline goes bad within 1 month. You need to have fresh gas in your mowers, and ethanol, which is in all your gas, is destroying our lawnmowers. So you have to put additives in those lawnmowers, like these two brands. You add these to every can of gas you get, and it counteracts the ethanol, so the mower runs better with it. Or you can just buy fuel in cans. True Fuel is a brand name on it. This will have any oils mixed in or straight gas, depending on your equipment, and this doesn't have any ethanol in it. So your mowers operate better without ethanol. Ethanol gas is hard to find them.
Okay, good tips. I'll let Frankie know so he can get to cutting the grass.
There you go. Tell him to give me a holler.
All right, thanks, Sandy. Andy M. Ryan of EV True Value Hardware in Bethel Park and regular PTL contributor. One day I'm going to learn how to cut the grass.
You could do it.
One of these days.
You could do it.